Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. That's fielded in the end zone. Muscles him off, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Allen off the play fake. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jack Doyle, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Detroit!
Here's Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very solid gain of 27. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
Detroit!
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Detroit!
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Jack Doyle with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills will add on to their lead. This time the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Elliott now to kick this one away. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third and long here for Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Gone! 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 Gone!
The give is to Bell. Space to run past the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now Bell. A little 3-6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will extend their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Rosen will throw, buying time to his left. And he fires one incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
That's taken on the 25. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 1 minute, 53 ticks left to go in this first half. Back to Buffalo after this. This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That escapes the sack. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A give to Bell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Check 37. Check 37. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, You'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
No. Check. Patriot.
On third down, here's Bell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hut.
On first down, it's Rosen. Flushed out right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Lucky 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. This complete to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Bills will add on to their lead. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now Gordon on first down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's third down. Misses yet again. And the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Lucky 56.
Rosen off the play action. Looking for White on the deep ball. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively.
Detroit!
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The Niners on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Here's a give to Bell running left. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Allen looking to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jack Doyle with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
Detroit!
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's go!
From the gun, it's Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down.
Gun! 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 All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. He hits White, complete. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Gone!
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll set them back 5. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Trent Murphy in there to get him for a loss of 5. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Rosen looking to throw. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. Flush to his right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again, it's Bell. Oh, look at that. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
56. Lucky 56.
Here's Bell. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Gone! 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 Gone!
To throw, it's Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot, hot.
On 2nd down, Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over them. He's got a man, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 77 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On the carry, here's Clement. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Detroit! Detroit! Hey. 4 down.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's going to air one out. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. Here's Rosen on the left side. A catch by White. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
Rosen will throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Flushed out right. He completes it right side of White. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He's able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Evans has it left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Detroit!
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
The Niners on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
Barney!
Rosen to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. And now out come the Bills. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Bills, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.